This is your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Wake Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Howdy-ho, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your Sunday. I hope you're enjoying your hug and a mug this morning from Dr. Don's Weather. I hope that you'll head up to our weather store and purchase a Dr. Don Weather Cup. Hey, that helps support us here on Dr. Don's Weather. We've also got those baseball caps. We've got T-shirts. We've got hoodies. Again, all the proceeds, not all the proceeds, but a good percentage of the proceeds go back to support Dr. Don's Weather. So be sure you pick up a coffee cup today. And, hey, take a picture, take a selfie, and send them to me on Messenger, and we'll show them here on Dr. Don's Weather. Good morning. Genesis Weight Clinic in downtown Roanoke. Proud partner, Miss Melissa Hughes, and the entire crew there at Genesis Weight Clinic. We appreciate you guys. And if you're looking to become more healthy, this is where you need to go. They're in downtown Roanoke. You can give them a call at 334-863-LOSS, or you can check them out online at genesisweightclinic.com and get that insurance. From the insurance guy, Jamie Dukas can save you a lot of money. Hey, look, so it doesn't cost you a dime to find out how much money Jamie can save you. There's zero obligation, and in a lot of cases, Jamie can save you money and increase your insurance coverage. So what have you got to lose? Just get in touch with Jamie today at 256-831-7770. Well, I don't know if he'll answer the phone today. It's Sunday. But first thing Monday morning, you can also send him you can scan the QR code there on the screen to get in touch with him. You can also check him out there at that website. So be sure you get in touch with all these folks today. They help keep us going here on Dr. Don's Weather, and we appreciate they're sponsoring us here on Dr. Don's Weather. Sunday, February 11th, and we got a whole heap of stuff to talk about coming up in this morning's edition of your Primetime Forecast. Also, be sure you subscribe and click the little bell, and make sure you like us over on the YouTube so that when we go live to cover severe weather, you'll be guaranteed to get that push notification. And there's a decent chance we may have to go live this afternoon, tonight, and even on your Monday. We got a mess across the southeastern United States. We have a cold front that's pretty much stalled out across the I-20 corridor, and that's just going to send shower after shower after shower across East Alabama, West Georgia, and even up here in Northeast Georgia. We're getting a lot of rain this morning, and this pattern's going to continue at least for the next 24 hours. We think maybe by noon, 1, 2 o'clock on Monday afternoon, this stuff starts to move on off into South Carolina, but between now and then, we will have multiple rounds of rain, occasional rumbles of thunder, and yes, there is even that possibility of severe weather. Now, this is not going to be a red letter severe weather setup for the southeastern United States. There are a lot of things that would have to come together at the exact right time for us to get severe weather. So the severe portion of this forecast is highly conditional. We're just letting you know that there is a chance, though at this point it looks to be a small chance, that we could see some severe weather across portions of the southeastern United States as we move toward this afternoon, tonight, and into Monday. This is a setup where you do need to be weather aware, but again, we're not looking at, widespread tornadoes or anything like that. You see that yellow back over in southwest Alabama, and I really think throughout this entire event, this is where the best opportunity for severe weather is going to be. We're talking probably the I-20, I-59 corridor just south of Tuscaloosa, all the way down into southwest Alabama. And I'm talking about places like Greenville, Evergreen, Monroeville. We're talking about Mobile, Fairhope. We're talking down there around Gulf Shores. We could see some severe weather this afternoon into the first part of this evening. We are going to see, I believe, some pretty big thunderstorms back over southern Mississippi that's going to work into southwest Alabama. I'll show you that here in just a few moments. That is possibility one, and this is going to be again this afternoon from about 3 p.m. through 6 a.m. Monday morning. Tornadoes, damaging winds up 60 miles per hour, and quarter-sized hail possible in the yellow area. The green area you see, which covers all of East Alabama and West Georgia, all of those possibilities are there, though they're a little less likely. We're talking a marginal risk. So 1 out of 5 for East Alabama and West Georgia, a 2 out of 5 for Southwest Alabama. Then let's move ahead and take a look at tonight into tomorrow. And you can see that pretty much the entire state of Alabama is going to be under a slight risk, a 2 out of 5. For the possibilities of tornadoes, damaging winds of 60 miles per hour, and quarter-sized hail. But again, folks, understand this is not going to be a red letter setup here. We're going to have multiple things come into play for this to happen. Just letting you know that there is a remote possibility that we could see a few strong to severe thunderstorms. I think most of you probably will not see any severe weather tonight or into Monday, but you gotta remain aware of what's going on around you just in case we do get some surface-based instability going. Then this would be a much greater possibility across Alabama and Georgia on Sunday night into Monday. So the Storm Prediction Center has really updated this here on your Sunday morning, and this now covers, this is the slight risk of severe weather. This now covers the Mobile area, again up to around Selma, and then back to the northeast across Montgomery, into Tallapoosa County, Alexander City. You're now in a slight risk of severe weather for this afternoon. Even Clay County, from about Lineville, Ashland, down to Mellow Valley, back off to the west, all of Talladega County and parts of Cleburne, or Calhoun, I should say. So this does get the Birmingham metro area. It gets Tuscaloosa all the way down to Montgomery, and then back down toward Mobile, a large area of central and southern Mississippi and portions of Louisiana as well. This is for today, this afternoon into tonight. And then as we look ahead at tomorrow is what we're trying to say. You see, it gets just about the entire state of Alabama, all of Georgia, and even up into the Carolinas will have a 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather on your Monday. So let's look at a couple of things here, and I'll show you. This is the SPC's STP, the Significant Tornado Parameter. And where you see the shaded and the blues and the oranges, that's where the best risk of severe thunderstorms and tornadoes will be. And you'll notice that this really ramps up in southern Mississippi, central Mississippi, and then it moves into southwest Alabama. So for that reason, we're thinking Mobile, Monroeville, Thomasville, Greenville, Selma, Demopolis will have the best risk for tornadic type activity and very strong thunderstorms this afternoon, tonight, and even into Monday morning. Now, there is some instability across East Alabama, Southeast Alabama, West Georgia, on the tail end of all of this, so we cannot completely rule out the possibility of a rogue severe thunderstorm and maybe even a small tornado or two across East Alabama and West Georgia. But you can clearly see here by the significant tornado parameter that we're looking at, the absolute best opportunity for tornadic type activity will be across southwest Alabama, maybe up into central Alabama, with just a little bit of instability right there at the end of this loop, which would be tomorrow morning across East Alabama and West Georgia. Nonetheless, we're going to watch this very closely for you. In total precipitation, look at this. I mean, here's a loop of what the computer thinks is going to happen. You'll see the bigger rains are going to be along and north of the I-20 corridor. This particular model, which is the high resolution, is showing a few thunderstorms across East Alabama and West Georgia from time to time throughout this entire event. By noon, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, all of this stuff pushes on off into Georgia, and then we'll have some wraparound moisture that may bring a few snow showers across Tennessee and extreme North Georgia up in the highest elevations. Not looking for any type of accumulation there. So the total rainfall amounts over the next 48 hours for Alabama and Georgia, we are looking at about 2 inches across most of East Alabama and West Georgia. I think 1 to 2 inches will be pretty common across the area. We get up into the Atlanta area, we're approaching 3 inches there. If we do get some of those training showers that take place across East Alabama and West Georgia. And I honestly think we're beginning to see that set up now as the front has pretty much stalled out right across the I-20 corridor. So that's going to be the focus of the heavier showers throughout today. And that's going to run from Tuscaloosa to Birmingham to Atlanta, and probably 50 miles either side of the I-20 corridor is where the heaviest rain is going to be throughout the duration of this event. All right, so now let's take a look at your current conditions from the venue at 5 Points Farms in 5 Points, Alabama. Currently 62 degrees. The wind is out of the south-southwest at 4, gusting to 10. The humidity is 98%. Barometric pressure, 29.9 inches of mercury and falling. The dew point is at 62. We've had right at 1/4 inch of rain so far. High temperature yesterday was 66. We currently have rain in the area. Sunrise this morning was at 6:27, and the sun sets this evening at 5:23 p.m. Headed for a cloudy, rainy afternoon across East Alabama. 69 in Roanoke, Wedowee, Woodland. Both will hit 68, 67 up in Ranburne, Lineville, and Ashland. Both will make it to 68 this afternoon. And Auburn tops out at 71 degrees. So here's the 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. It has been a while since we have seen numbers like that. A 100% chance of rain for your Sunday, Sunday night, and on Monday. And finally, we'll drop back to a 20% chance of showers on Monday night, partly cloudy on Tuesday. And our next rain system will be in here Thursday night or Friday of next week. Again, folks, this is a marginal setup at best for East Alabama and West Georgia. This is not going to be a red letter severe type event this afternoon, tonight, and tomorrow. I think the best opportunity for severe weather is in southwest Alabama. There is a slight risk that we could see some severe weather across places like Roanoke, Ashland, Chambers County down there around Lafayette, Alexander City, Carrollton, Franklin, LaGrange. Those places could see some strong to marginally severe storms. That would happen this afternoon. I think there's a better chance that that would happen on your Monday morning. But even at that, this is not going to be a major severe weather outbreak for East Alabama and West Georgia. We are monitoring things very closely. We'll continue to give you updates throughout the afternoon and this evening. And, of course, we'll go live if conditions warrant across the region. But sunshine returns on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Again, our next rain system in here on Friday. You'll notice no major severe cold weather outbreaks on the board right now, all the way through the 16th. There were some signals a couple of weeks ago that we might have another Arctic outbreak around the 14th or 15th, but you see right there, Valentine's Day, Wednesday, 62 with an overnight low of 37. Certainly no Arctic air right there. You've been seeing all kind of nonsense all over social media with these armchair wannabe weather forecasters putting all this nonsense out there about the world is coming to an end because the pattern is flipping from the north and all the ice is melting up in the Arctic and all the cold air is coming down to the south where it's not supposed to be. Well, this ought to show you, folks, that's all nonsense. Please don't buy into all of that. Weather's been going since the day we were put here, and guess what it's going to be doing the day we leave? Same thing. It's going to be doing weather. This is a pattern. If you'll go back and look at hundreds of years worth of data, you'll see that we have been here before, and we will come back here again before it is all over with. You got to look at more than just the last 50 years to get the overall picture of how weather has evolved since the beginning of time across this earth. And yes, there is data there to support it. Sorry, it's called bandwagon stuff. And I got to be careful there because I know I'll get myself in trouble. All right, so, hey, don't forget to follow us over on Twitter. It's at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com. That's our home on the World Wide Web. Don't forget to text the word ALERT to 256-540-8664. That is Randolph County's HyperReach, and you will get all kinds of good local information during times of emergency across Randolph County. I bet you your county has a mass notification system as well. All you got to do is Google your county or municipality, and it should be right there on their website, so you can sign up for the same type information regardless of where you are across East Alabama and West Georgia. So, folks, we're going to be in monitor mode today. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to be monitoring all of that, too, see if Taylor Swift can win the game. See if Kansas can win the game this evening. And we'll be monitoring the weather at the same time. So we will be here, and we will go live if we start to see that there is a significant threat of severe weather across East Alabama and West Georgia. Hope you have a fantastic Sunday. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll see you back in here later today with updates, and we'll certainly have our primetime forecast out for you first thing tomorrow morning here on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.